Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for March 31st, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, I'm going to look for geometry first. So this 4, 6, 8, very suspicious against this row. Unfortunately, we already have a 6, so we're just looking for 4 and 8 in this row. We see this 4, this 8, but it's not good enough. All right. We got the 1, 7, and 5. No, nothing with that. 1, 6, 2. Here we go. This is 1. So we've got this 1, 2, and 6 here. They're avoiding these 3 cells. So what we want to do is we want to look to see where do 1, 2, and 6 go in row 2. We're not worried about the boxes here. We're worried about the row because the row does need one of each digit, and they definitely can't repeat in the box. And then this 4, 7, and 8 are occupying 3 of the spots, and we still need to place all of 1, 2, and 6. So there is only 3 places left in this row that can even accommodate the 1, 2, and 6. So that's where the 1, 2, and 6 go. And then we can immediately see that we have this 1 here, taking 1 out of these 2. So this ends up being the only place we can put 1 in the row. Same with the box, actually, but it doesn't matter. And then this ends up being a 2, 6 pair. What's happened here is we've removed anything other than 2 and 6 from these 2 cells because we need to be able to place both the 2 and 6, and these are the only cells that can accommodate them. It's called a hidden pair in this case. We had a hidden triple, but that resolved, and now we have a hidden pair. And so that does mean this is a triple. Just the 3 digits left for the row are going to be the 3, 5, and 9. So they do clean up a little bit. Actually, sorry, I saw this 3, 5, and 9. Didn't notice this 9 down here. So actually, this can't be 3 or 9, so it has to be the 5. And now this can't be 9, so that's our 3 and that's our 9. So that's all resolved. And actually, you can also see that we would have had a hidden triple 4, 7, 8 looking through here, and these aren't it. So the remaining digits are 4, 7, 8, which is also just true if you look at the box. All right. So that's very nice. Let's keep looking for more geometry if we can find it. I've got the 2, 5, 6, 9 for this column. 9 is already in the column, so it's just 2, 5, and 6. So I'm seeing we have 2, 6 here and 2, 6 here. So actually the 2 and 6 end up down here in this column. And then, and the 5 joins it. Sorry, 2, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. I should have seen that immediately. So this is actually a hidden 2, 5, 6 triple in the column. And then that leaves behind the 4, 7, 8 to go here. That's not 7. Okay, and we're not doing a normal scan yet. This is all just from looking at geometry. I don't think this 7 or 3 is going to do anything. The 2, 6, 5 we took care of. 2, 6 against this row, definitely not. How about the 3, 6? No. How about 3, 4, 8? There's not enough in this column. All right. Something I am seeing is this 3 looking up through here, and we have these marked as non-3. So 3 in this box goes here. That actually, if we follow up on that, you can see we have this 3 as well, putting a 3 here. We can follow up on those, putting a 3 in one of these 2. Any other 3 follow-ups? I mean, we have... Okay, so this box... yeah. So these 2 3s look up, this 3 looks in. This 1 is occupying a very important spot because it allows us to place this 3 and this 3, and now we're done with 3s. Very nice. 3 emits some snow in the corner because it is a 3 in the corner. All right, well, that's a really nice head start. Let's just do our normal scans now. This top band, I think we can just get away with thinking about what these digits are, and that should take care of the rest of the scan. We'll do a vertical scan though. So 1, 2, 3, we need 4, 8, 9. So the 8 looking in tells us this is 8. That's not an 8. 8's down here. And so this ends up being a 4, 9 pair, which is not resolved. Could be helpful in the future though, looking down through here. And then the 4 digits here, we need a 2, 5, 7, 9. 2, 5, 7, 9. So the 2 looking in through here puts a 2 in one of these 2. And so these are 5, 7, 9. And then this isn't 7, so this is 2, 5, 9. Oh, it's not 5 either. Oh, there's a 5 in the row, putting a 5 up here. Okay, that's helpful. So this is 2, 7, 9. Okay. So everything's penciled at the top, so we're not interested in like looking for more like buddies and stuff. But we can look, we can just look downward and see if any of these digits have buddies. So we've got the 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. In fact, it might be easier. It is easier just to look at these digits. We know 3s are done. We can ignore them. We have 6 and 7. So all we have is these buddy 6s. But it does place the 6 in this box. That's quite nice. I'm about to do this band, so there's no point in following up. I don't see it doing anything super special. And so now we'll just look at these. 3s are done, if you remember. So we're going to see a 3 in every box. 4 and 8. So we do have the 2 8s. Putting an 8 somewhere in here. And the 4 joins the 4-9 pair, looking down here. Putting a 4 joining the 8. Interesting. Okay. That's what we get there. And then here, 3s are done, 9s are done in this stack. So it would just be the 2, 5, or 6, which we already kind of took care of. Okay. Cool. So let's just move on to this band here. We'll do buddies. 3s in every box. We can ignore it. I have to keep reminding myself. We have these 6s looking in. As I said, it just pencils 6s in these 3. The 7 looks in here. Putting a 7 in one of these 2 might come in handy. That's it for the buddy system. 4 digits left in this box. We need a 1, 4, 7, 8. So we know the 1's in one of these 2. That points down. We know the 1's not down here. So 1's here somewhere. In fact, this is 1, 4. This is 1, 4, 7, 8. And this can't be 4, 8. So this is only 1, 7. That's it, though. In fact, the rest of this box is 1, 4, 7, 8. So, oh, the 4, 8 looks in. That's quite handy. This 4, 8 looks into this box. These aren't 4, 8 because we had the hidden 2, 5, 6 triple, or if you prefer the 4, 7, 8 triple here. Anyway, these aren't 4, 8. And so this is a hidden 4, 8 pair. Well, if that's a hidden 4, 8 pair, they can't actually be 1. It removes the 1 and 7 from these 2 because we got to place the 4 and the 8 in the box. We're talking about the box here, not the column. But the box, this 4, 8, happens to affect the column. It gives us the 1. And this can't be 4 or 8 anymore. So this has to be the 7. Very interesting how the box affected the column that way. We get the 4 and the 8 there. We get the 9 and the 4 there. We can clean this up a little bit. That's a 5, 7 pair. And this is a 2, 9 pair. Something placed a 4. Oh, the 4 placed up there, giving us the 8 and the 7. Perfect. That's not an 8, but it could still be a 4. Okay, that's not a 7. This is a pair. We know it involves the 1 and something else. 4. And so this is a single. What's left for the box? 7, it looks like. Okay. So I just got some digits here. Let's make sure we follow up the 7 and the 8. So we do have 2 7s. The 7 looks down. Ooh, this is going to be very nice. It places the 7 here. You'll notice that used up one of the places 8 could have been. So now this is the only place for 8 in the box. And that used up a place 4 could have been. So now this is the only place for 4 in the box. That gives us the 1, 4. All right, we are down to 3 digits in this row. So let's just take a quick look. We need 1, 2, and 8. So this is 1, 2. These are 1, 2, 8. That's not 1. That's not. Oh, so 8 in this row goes here. I didn't notice we had this 8 as well. I saw we had this 8. So that's our 8. And then this is 1 or 2. I don't know what happened to that 1, but these 8s look down. We can follow up on that. Putting an 8 in one of these 2. The 6s are done vertically. All right, this box is down to 4 digits. We need oh no, it's 5 digits. Maybe I don't look at that yet. This row is down to 4 digits. We need a 5, 6. Oh, it's 3 digits. Sorry. 5, 6, 9. I don't know how I miscounted that. 5, 6, 9. This is not a 9. So this is only 5, 6. This is not a 6. This is 5, 9. And this is not a 5. So it's 6, 9. Nice. Okay. This column is down to 1, 2, 5, 6. Well, this isn't a 6. Oh, this is not a 6. This is not a 6, and that's not a 6 either. So the 6 in this column, we're talking about the column here. The column needs a 6. This is the only place for it. So even though even though this box says 6 could be here, we don't really care because the column needs a 6, and it can only go there in the column. So we can place the 6, and that gives us the 9 here, giving us the 5. It resolves this whole triple. It resolves the 5, 7 pair up here. This is a 1, 2, 5. The 5 looking down, this 5 looking in, places the 5. And so then this is just 1, 2. This is also just 1, 2 for the column. What do we need here? 1, 2, 4, not 4. 1, 2, 6, 7. So this is 1, 2, 7, I guess. Suspicious. I mean, I think we're almost to the point, if not already, that wherever we look, we're going to find something interesting. This column is down to 2, 4, 9. I'll just write it out because I don't think it The only thing we see is this 9 here. I don't think it resolves, that's what I was going to say. 1, 2, 4, 9. 4 looking down makes this 1, 2, 9. Everything's very suspicious. This is also 1, 2, 4, 9. This can't be 1 or 4, so this is down to 2, 9. This can't be 9, so it's 1, 2, 4. Oh, interesting. This is a whole 1, 2, 4, 9 quad in here. What are the other digits? We need a 5, 8. What did I miss? 5, 7, 8. So yeah, you can see we have 5, 7, 8 here, and we have... What's keeping 5 out of these cells? Maybe I mispenciled. I must have mispenciled. We need a 5 down here, actually. 5 must be in one of these two. Yeah, this 5 looks down, this 5 looks down. Okay, I mispenciled this. That's the issue. I think I thought there were only 4 digits left in this column, and there's 5 digits left in the column. That's what caught me. So never mind about that. I was like, how did that quad appear? Yeah, I was suspicious of it. I was wrong. We need 2, 5, 6, 9 here. I'm really hoping the 9's restricted, but it's... Oh no, it could be there as well. 2, 5, 6, 9. So this can't be 5 or 6. So this is indeed down to 2, 9. I don't... Okay, hold on. Did I not undo enough? This is only 2, 9. We need 2, 5, 6, 9. Can't be 5, 6. So this is down to 2, 9. And that gives me a 2, 9 pair in this column. It removes 2 and 9 from the rest of the column, so this can't be 2 or 9. This has to be 1, giving us 2. 1 and 2 here. Gives us the 2 down here as well, giving us the 5. All right, we get the 9 and the 2 here, the 6 and the 2 here. We get our 5. Okay, this 4, 9 pair tells us this is the only place for 2 in the column. That's our 6, that's our 2, that's our 9. We get the 4 and the 9 here. This is a 4 as well. We get our 1. Get the 8 and the 4 here. That's our 8 for this box. This box finishes with a 7. That gives us the 1, and then we need a 5 somewhere in this box. That goes here. We need a 6. Where is it? There. This is the 6. We need 7 and 9. That's 9, that's 7, and we're done. All right, nice and quick one today. The geometry here was probably seemed very helpful because it kind of resolved this band almost, and then from there it was actually fairly straightforward. Maybe this 2, what was it? Was it 2, 8? Or I think it was a 2, 8 pair. I don't remember. There was a pair in this column. I think that involved this too. That felt important to find as well. But yeah, not too bad. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.